So we now enter the most beautiful chapter of Bhagavatam called the Gopi Gitam. We are already in the Rasa Leela. Yesterday we saw how on a beautiful full moon night, Sharad Purnima, when everything was arranged perfectly by Yogamaya, Krishna played the flute in the night on the moonlit banks of Yamuna in the forest, and all the gopis came running, joined him, and then after teasing them a little, asking them to go back, and thereby increasing their feeling of separation even while they were next to him. And then he embraced them, and they were starting to celebrate by singing and dancing the most beautiful union. But we saw that there was a bit of pride that entered the gopis, because of which Krishna vanished. And when they felt this pride that Krishna is ours, instantly Krishna disappeared, and then they looked for him everywhere. They went into the forest tracing his footprints. They couldn't find him anywhere. And then the footprints vanished into a dark portion of the dense forest. So they retraced back to the banks of Yamuna, and the banks of Yamuna are fully moonlit, bright like day, with nice soft sand. And there they all assemble and they sing together. It's the most beautiful song called Gopi Gitam, the most celebrated poetry of Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam has such lovely poetry throughout, and of all of them, the most famous and the most celebrated is the Gopi Gitam, where the gopis express their pangs of separation from Krishna. So, this is the call of the soul for the divine. So, what the gopis symbolize is the complete surrender to the divine and not being able to bear the separation even for a moment and pining for God. So, that mood of intense separation, which leads to the highest realization of the truth, is what the gopis represent. So, the gopis sing this beautiful song, which is of 18 verses, and each verse is beautiful. We'll go through some of them. Every verse is, in fact, very beautiful and poetic. The very first verse is very famous. It says, Jayati te dikam janmana vraja shayata indira sashvadatrahi daita drishyatam dikshutavakas tvaidritastamam vichinvate. So they say that this vraja shines brightly because of your descent. So they are addressing to Krishna and they say, this beautiful Vraja Bhumi is shining brightly only because of your descent, that Lakshmi herself wants to be here. And now you are not revealing yourself to us who are looking for you. Please reveal yourself. Sharadudashaye sadhu jatasat sarasi jodashri mushadrisha suratanatate ashulka dasika varada nignato neha kim vadaha. They say, in this beautiful autumn day, you are doing vadha. They say you are killing us by hiding yourself after releasing your grace-filled eyes that we have been drinking all this time. Now by hiding it from us, you are doing vadha. You are killing us. Please reveal yourself to us. Then they say how he has protected all this time from every calamity, and will you not protect from this highest calamity of separation? They say, Vishajalapyayad, Vyala Rakshasad, Varshamarutad, Vaidyutanalat, Vrishamayatmajat, Vishwato Bhayat, Rishabhate Vayam, Rakshita Muhu. They say everything that we have been protecting us from. Vishajalapyayat means the waters that were made poisonous by Kaliya, you protected from that. From the Rakshasas you protected. from the pouring rain, you protected by lifting the Govardhan. So in this way, you've protected us from every calamity, but now we are in the most intense calamity. All those calamities were only for the body, but this is a calamity of the soul, and we are dying because of this separation. Please now protect us from this calamity too. Then they say, Nakhalu Gopika Nandano Bhavan Akhila Dehinam Antaratmadrik Vikanasartito Vishwaguptaye Saka Udeyivan Satvatam Kule. So we can, by the way, see the poetry where the way Shuka Brahmam has given this poetry is the Gopi's song. Every seventh syllable is the same, the first line, and then the second syllable rhymes. There is so much beautiful alliteration in this poetry, and the meaning is so sublime. In this line, they say, Nakhalu Gopika Nandano Bhavan. You are not merely the son of the Gopika. So now, in this mood, they have been revealed by Yogamaya the real nature of Krishna. So they say, Akhila Dehinam Antaratmadrik. They say, you are the witness of the inner self of all, witness of the mind of all. So as Krishna says in the Gita, Kshetrajñam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Krishna says, I am the knower of the field in all. So that realization is given to the gopis here. And they say directly, Akhila Dehinam Antaratmadrik. You are the seer of all hearts. And therefore, you have descended only to bestow your grace. And now it is your duty to bestow your grace. And so they say, please place your lotus-like hand on our head. That gives fearlessness. Virishita bhayam vrishnidhuryate charanamuyusham sansrute bhayat karasaroruham kantakamadam shirasi dehinah shrikaragraham. They say your hand that gives abhayam is what is sought by Lakshmi, it is what's sought by everyone, and all we want you is to place your lotus-like hand on our head. Vrijajanartihan Veerayoshitam Nijajanasmayat Dhvamsanismita Bhajasake Bhavat Kinkarismano Jalaruhananam Charudarshaya. They say you alleviate the suffering of all the people of Vrija. Vrijajana Artihan. And with your smile, you crush the pride of everyone. Now please reveal your face, your beautiful countenance. Please reveal it to us. Pranata Dehinam Papakarshanam Trinacharanugam Sriniketanam Panipanarpitam Te Padambujam Krinukucheshunah Kundihirchayam. Say they say Panipanarpitam. That means the snake Kaliya also got the grace of your lotus feet. Even the snake got the grace of your lotus feet, and you are taking your lotus feet and roaming around the forest, going behind these cows and grazing all of Vrindavan's dust with your lotus feet. And you've grazed the snake with your lotus feet. You have grazed so many demons with your lotus feet. Will you not give that lotus feet to us? Madhuraya gira valguvakyaya budhamanogyaya pushkarekshana vidikaririma veeramuhyatir adisudhana pyayasvanah. Adharasidhuna apyayasvanah. They say, give us the nectar of your lips has been graced by the bamboo flute, and now all we want is to hear the beautiful music coming out of it. Will you not give us now? You are hiding from us. Will you not reveal yourself and give us the nectar of your music coming out of your lips? Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavibhiriditam kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadatam Bhuigranantite Bhurida Jana. They say Tava Kathamritam, the story which is nectar of just reciting the nectar of your stories, Tapta Jivanam, that purifies any life. So this is what Bhagavatam is all about. The mystery of Bhagavatam is, especially Dashama Skandha, is when we simply narrate the pastimes, the leelas of Krishna, the very narration of the pastimes, the listening to it, the reading it, stills the mind and it moves or it removes all other movements and it makes the mind simply sink in the heart. So that's why it is said that Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Shravana Mangalam. It is giving such auspiciousness by simply listening to it. Shravana Mangalam. Prahasitam Priya Prema Vikshanam Viharanam Chate Dhyana Mangalam Rahasi Samvido Yo Hridi Sprasha Kuhaka no Mana Kshobayantihi. They say, just listening to your beautiful stories and seeing your loving glances and pastimes and all your ways of teasing us, all your ways of making jokes, all of this please our heart so much, and now our mind is agitated because you are not with us. Chalasi yad vrija charayan pashun nalina sundaram natha te padam Shilatrinankurai Sidatiti Kalilatamana Kanta Gachati. They say that your lotus feet is so soft and you are walking barefoot in the forests of Vrindavan, and there may be spikes of blades of grass, thorn, and so on, and they may be hurting your lotus feet, and so we are very agitated just thinking that your lotus feet might be pricked by these thorns. Dinaparikshye Neelakuntulair Manuruhananam Bibhradavritam Ganarajasvalam Darshayan Muhur Manasinasmaram Veera Yachasi. They say you kindle love in our heart again and again when you come back from the day. So they recount the days that go by where Krishna goes for taking the cows to pasture. He comes back, and when he comes back with Balaram and with all the cowherd boys, there is all the dust that is risen from the hoofs of the cows that have gone and settled down on the beautiful hair of Krishna. And with this dust, he looks still even more beautiful. They say the dust of Vrindavan raised by the cows settled on your hair only makes you look even more handsome and beautiful. And we are only wanting to see that ravishing face now. Please do not go away from us. So in this way, they keep going with more such wonderful poetry. They say Pranata Kamadam Padmajarchitam Dharani Mandanam Dhyayamapadi Charana Pankajam Shantamam Chate Ramananah Staneshu Arpayadihan. So they say here they call him beautifully as Ramana. Ramana means the one who delights everyone. So here in this beautiful Bhagavatam verse, Krishna is called Ramana. Hey Ramana, you are giving such delight because of all your wonderful pastimes and your Charana Pankajam, your lotus-like feet. Please place it on us so that we can rest. Our hearts that are so agitated can rest. Suratavardhanam Shokanashanam Swarita Venuna Sushtu Chumbitam Itara Raga Vismaranam Dranam Vitara Viranas Te Adharamritam. Adharamritam means again the nectar of the lips that are blowing through the Venu. Swarita Venuna, the Venu, the beautiful flute that is being sung with your nectar-like lips and giving such joy to all of Vrindavan, not only the gopis, not only the men, but even the cows, the peacocks, the monkeys, the birds, the bees, all of Vrindavan, even the trees, the river, everything is still when Krishna plays the Venu, the flute. So they say that flute that comes from the nectar of your lips, the song of the flute, we are missing it now so badly. They say, Atati yad bhavan ahnikananam Trutirya Twamapashyatam Kutila Kuntalam Sri Mukam Chate Jada Udikshatam Pakshmakrudrasham. They refer to the pastime of Krishna drinking fire by closing the eyes of everyone. When there was fire in the forest, he asked everyone to close their eyes and drank the fire. Now they say, will you not put out the fire in our heart that is burning due to separation? Patisutanvaya bhratu bandhavan ativilangya te antyachyuta gata gati vidastavo gita mohita kitavayoshita kastyajenisha. So they say, Pati Suta Anvaya Bhratu Bandhavan. We have given up everyone, whether it's husband, whether it's brothers, whether it is sons, whether it is relatives. We have walked away from all attachments and we have come to you in this middle of the night. And they say, is it right on your part to leave women alone in the middle of the night? So they say, is it chivalry on your part to do that? Very beautifully, they are asking, Kaha Tyaje Nishi. Nishi, in the night, can you leave us like this and go? Please come back. Rahasi Samvidam Hrichayodayam Prahasitananam Prema Vikshanam Bahudurashtriyo Vikshyadamate Muhurti Spruha Muhyate Manah. They say, looking at your beautiful glances in secret, looking at your smiling face, your loving glances, our mind is repeatedly going over it again and again. Please reveal yourself to us. And finally they say, Vrijavanaukasam Vyaktirangate Vrijinahatrayalam Vishwamangalam Tyajamanakchanas Tavaspruhatmanam Swajana Hadrujam Yannishudanam. They say, your manifestation on earth has ended the sorrows of all inhabitants of Vrija. Everyone is basking in the beauty of your company, looking at your pastimes and enjoying the very presence of your descent. And now this is the time for you to reveal yourself in your fullest glory and take away these pangs of suffering from us. So in this way, the Gopikas make a heartfelt cry from their heart, recounting all the pastimes of Krishna, remembering him and also recognizing him as the inner witness of all, he who is the infinite Lord, who is also the inner witness of all, who has taken descent as this beautiful form. So as Bhagavatam said in the beginning, Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti. So Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. Brahman is the infinite Lord, Paramatman is the inner witness of all mind of everyone, and Bhagavan is the manifestation in this beautiful form or any form, especially this form of Krishna. So they recognize the oneness of Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan, and by surrendering fully to Bhagavan, they are recognizing their own heart as Krishna, and they want to simply surrender fully in this way to Krishna and recognize their own truth as nothing other than Krishna himself. This is the most auspicious Gopi Gitam.